So a couple of questions that have come in which are kind of important. So number one, the most important valuable thing in this book is actually the audio CD in the back. So this audio CD, it's almost like coming to one of Dr. Marco's lectures on my genetically congruent nutrition workshop, if you guys have attended that a few years ago, and there's a lot of new information on here, some really great stuff, and it really puts a lot of value to this book. So this here is worth, 15 times the price of the book, 100 times the price of the book. However, some people have come through some of the recipes, and they've asked me a few times, they say, well, there's a number of things that are in here that we don't think we could find. And the biggest sort of lacking problem that we have in Canada, one of the things they mention all the time is something called Beyond Organic, which is a company in the United States. It was formed by Jordan Rubin, who was a guy that had a lot of different health challenges and stuff. He went through a lot of different things, and he's like a big health aficionado guru get there. And he actually created a massive farm where he did a lot of interesting things, like he reverse engineered cows so that they would produce A2 beta casein milk. If you saw my milk white death or white gold video I did like a number of months ago, you'll understand the importance of why milk should ideally be this A2 beta casein in most of the milk. And obviously the milk in our grocery stores, the regular milk, you don't want to be using that at all because it's pasteurized and full of hormones and all that other kind of yucky stuff. So the Beyond Organic company, they say Beyond Organic because organic is good because it doesn't have pesticides and it's organic, but it's still not the ideal milk from the ideal sort of background source. So they have raw cheeses, raw kefirs, all these great stuff that unfortunately is not available here. And something you'll see quite often, they're talking about amasi, which is there's an amasi liquid, which is like they call it whey water. And I've looked around in Canada and I haven't seen it anywhere. Google searched it and stuff, and I haven't seen it in a health food store anywhere, that kind of thing. So there's a number of things in here that you won't necessarily find, unfortunately, in Canada. But if you have bought the book, just send me an email and I can give you some substitutions or things that I have found that are of comparable value, or something else you could substitute in the recipes. Because there are a lot of great recipes in here that you can follow along with. And one other thing, in a few months, one of the power workshops for this year, later on in the year, I think is actually going to be my Go Shopping with the Doctor workshop. So we're actually going to have it in the office, but I'm going to have some slides and things about what you should actually look for when you go shopping, and I'll be talking about some of these things in here. But just once again, in the audio CD here, he goes through some of the quick substitutions that you want to do for the oils and the meats and those kind of things to get to the healthier versions. But then he also talks about reading labels and stuff as well on the CD. But in that workshop that I'm going to do later on in the year, I'm actually going to be showing you. I might even go to the grocery store and film myself, and I'll show you the ingredient list and all that kind of stuff. So look forward to that in the future as one of our power workshops for later on this year. So that's your health tip for this week. Pick up the last few of these. So basically anyone can follow the basic diet in this, but there's actually the advanced cellular healing diet. If you have high triglycerides, high blood pressure, high blood sugars, cholesterol issues, type 2 diabetes, any of that kind of, if you got something going on, then you're going to be doing the advanced cellular healing diet, which is more, more restricted and more advanced, but it's all in here. So there's sort of the general one that anyone could follow sort of generally just to be healthy, and then you can have the more advanced versions if you need to really kind of correct something going on in your body. So pick up the book, and that's the health tip for this week. We'll see you next time.